time again. It's time to organize photos. So I've kind of gone over this in the past, but I thought it was time to revisit because organizing videos are really helpful sometimes just to remember what's going on with life. So, as you can see, I just got my photo order in, and I use Free Prints. I get their matte photos, and I get the location on the back. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let's see one that's like not my house. So this is what this looks like. You can see we were at Deanna Rose Children's Farmstead in Overland Park, Kansas, and the date and time. And they even give you a little map on the back. Now this is an option that currently I believe is free. They might charge for it in the future, but honestly, I'm okay with that. I'll pay $1 to get the location and date time on the back of my photos for sure. Now I will say that depending on the photo, it may not have the data that's required to make this image. So when I did this massive order, now this is 85 pictures that I got for free, but I just paid shipping. Super easy. None of them came damaged. All of them are perfect. Really like the matte because there's no fingerprint. And it's still a little shiny, which is fine, but this matte is like a game changer when it comes to fingerprints. Anyway, just really like Free Prints. It's an app you can download. I believe it's available for Apple and Android. I do have a code that I believe you'll get free some extra photos if you use them. Use the code when you check out. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how I store my photos. You can see a lot of these are my son. There are some that are just me or my family, but a lot of them are my son. So you know there's going to be a lot of boy layouts coming up. So take a look in the future for those boy layouts. Anyway, how I organize my photos. So I first start by grouping like items. So for example, this is the only picture I have of my son going to a carnival. That's okay. This is us going to our first Royals game. So there's a stack of photos in here. And so I go by event pretty much. And if there's similarities, I might group the two. Like this one could technically be grouped with this one because he's both learning how to do something. But this one, him holding a bag, is the same event as this one, like same day, same place, but I'm not grouping them together. So you don't always have to group together. This one is actually probably going to go in his advice from mom, while this one is probably just going to go in his album for the year. Now let's talk about storage. So I just have a 8.5 by 11 binder that is full of photos. The first section is just my son. So this is going to be in his chronological albums that I have. You can see I have a lot of photos in here. Okay, just of my son, maybe with some family, that kind of thing. But each of these photos is dated. This is my ready to scrap binder. And that requires there to be a date on the back of the photos. That's why I have, and I got that from RTS Scrapbooking because RTS is ready to scrap. So that's how I organize my binder. So I have JJ, and then I have my friends, which really needs to switch from Nerdy 30s to just friend group. And then family, my husband and I. And then this is me, which will be just photos of me and my story. So I have those 4x6 page protectors or photo protectors, and I just stick them in not in any order. So for example, this one, you can see here, I have split lip, so Son had split lip for the first time. Has a sticky note on it. Now this is on the outside. I might put Deanna Rose on this one, but essentially these aren't really in any order. And I do that on purpose because then I get inspired randomly. Sorry, covering up some weird photos here. Okay. So, and I may not end up scrapping all of these, right? Like, I don't have to. They could absolutely, I could just be done and tired of it. But for right now, these are things I still want to talk about. This one might end up going together. So, no, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, you know? I don't have to make that decision until I go and scrapbook it, if I want to do it or not. There's a good one. Look at how cute he is. He is definitely something that I scrap the most about. And then because there's the date and time on the back of each of the photos, I don't have to worry about scrapbooking in chronological order. I can make my pages, and then I just thought this was a super cute photo anyway. Put them in my albums in chronological order. I find that when I've run out of ideas or photos just aren't inspiring, that means it's time to print. So this is a massive order spanning multiple days, multiple months, excuse me, not days, months. And now I'm feeling a little bit more inspired to create. So when you guys are stuck, what inspires you to create? Is it printing more photos like it's me? Or is it something else? When I'm stuck, I end up going to a Cherry on Top because they always have inspiration there. Mainly when I get stuck, it's not necessarily picking the subject or collection, it's photo placement. And so I really go there for the Becky Fleck challenge. So a lot of my videos you'll find correspond with previous week's challenges. But I also need to be able to get started. So I add get photos. That's kind of what I do. Okay, let's see what else is family. I think that's it. Oh, missed a couple down here. So really cool. I'll link below the free prints code so you can get some extra photos for free without additional. Make sure to hit the mat and then also the location at the end. That is my ready to scrap binder. I hope you enjoyed this video about organizing and getting inspiration. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.